Trayvon Diggs just lost his job as a defensive back on the Dallas Cowboys, but you see, that may not even be the worst news in the Diggs family, because allegedly Stefon Diggs did something that may put his career in danger, along with the support of his superstar rap girlfriend, Cardi B.
First at noon, we begin with some breaking news on Patriots wide receiver Stefon Diggs. It appears he is facing some serious criminal charges. He's charged with felony strangulation or suffocation and misdemeanor assault and battery. The charges stem from an incident in Dedham on December 2nd, the day after the Patriots beat the New York Giants. Boston media outlets report Diggs' attorneys appeared in court in Dedham as they seek to keep the details sealed. The victim in this case has not been revealed. In a statement, the Patriots tell 12 News that Diggs denies the allegations and the team continues to support the wide receiver. Diggs is scheduled to be arraigned on Friday, January 23rd. We'll stay on top of this story and bring you any new details as we learn them.
Now, according to multiple outlets on X, one of them being Glock Topics, Stefon Diggs' personal chef alleges that she was slapped, choked, and thrown into her bed over a month-old pay dispute. The accuser claims Diggs entered her unlocked room on December 2nd as they began discussing the money owed. The accuser claims Diggs smacked her across the face. She then tried to push Diggs away. Court paperwork says Diggs then tried to choke her out with his elbow around her neck. The report notes that the victim described the feeling as the effect of strangulation, said she could have blacked out, and claimed she feared for her safety. The woman claims Diggs demanded that she signed an NDA after the assault as a condition of further payment. The complaint says Diggs' personal chef claims she later got a phone call from Diggs' girlfriend, and the message stated something to the effect of, "You don't need to do all of this. It's not that big of a deal." Now, an alleged incident report would surface online that was typed up by the alleged detective of this situation. And if you don't want to hear all of this, just skip about 4 minutes. But I'm going to sit here and let you guys judge and make the decision if you think that this sounds legit or not. This meant she would also have to vacate her room for a week because he was having house guests. He told her to go home, and she said he did not provide any financial assistance for a flight to blank. That is where she was going to stay with a friend. She said that since she did not ask to be sent home for a week, she would still be paid for her salary. She said that is standard in this type of work arrangement unless the employee asks for time off. After the alleged assault on 12/2/2025, Adams left her position and left the residence to stay with a friend in blank. She said that on 12/9/2025, she returned to the house to get her property. At that point, she texted with Diggs, who told her to take up the monetary sum with his assistant. She spoke to Melissa from finance, who explained that Diggs had requested a signed NDA, non-disclosure agreement, from Adams before she could get paid. Adams did not sign any such document. I told Adams that we could proceed with an investigation and file charges, but she said she did not want any charges filed at the time. I told her that as a victim, an officer would be following up regardless. I also let her know that if her mind changed, we could certainly go ahead with further investigation and charges. I also explained the process to her in regards to obtaining a restraining order. She said that she did not wish to seek one. She said that she just wanted to go home and had no intentions of returning. Adams was also going to email me any screenshots related to this incident in her convenience. I also sent her the DV risk assessment form and strangulation suffocation form via email. These were returned to me and added into the incident. The screenshots were sent to me and added to the incident. They came from a different number that initially provided. When I inquired about the discrepancy, Adams identified this as a number where she had communicated with Diggs in the past. On 12/20/25 at around 9:45 a.m., I spoke to Adams over the phone. We discussed how she would like to proceed. As of this date, she still wanted to hold off any criminal charges being filed. She asked that I reach out to Diggs and ask him not to contact her anymore. She said that earlier in the week, she received a voicemail and text messages from a female that she believed to be Diggs' girlfriend. Based on these messages, Adams believed that Diggs somehow knew the police were contacted. The messages stated something to the effect of, "You don't need to do all of that. You don't need to do all of this. It's not a big deal." I assured Adams that Diggs had not been contacted yet by any members of the Dedham police. In an attempt to fulfill Adams' request to contact Diggs at 10:10 a.m. on 12/20, I contacted Diggs at the number provided to me by Adams. The call went straight to voicemail. I identified myself and asked for a call back. On 12/22 at around 1:30 p.m., I attempted to contact Diggs for a second time. It also went straight to voicemail, and I left a second message. I notified Adams, and she also sent me an email for a woman that handles Diggs' business interest. If I have not received a call back by 12:23, I will reach out to her. In the meantime, I received an email and a voicemail from Adams at 2:12 p.m. and 2:24 p.m. on 12/22. The voicemail expressed interest in going ahead with criminal charges. I called her twice around 9:25 a.m. on 12/23, and the number went to voicemail both times. I left the voicemail after a second call. Now, we know that this isn't the first time that Stefon Diggs has been accused of assaulting people. Now, allegedly a couple of years ago, friend and stylist Chris Blake Griffin came out and said that Stefon Diggs drugged him and made sexual advances towards him. And when he denied those requests and tried to get the hell out of Dodge because he didn't want his posterior taken by an NFL wide receiver, that Stefon Diggs sent his brother and his goons to go get him.
He attempted to have me unalived because of him making a sexual pass at me. It wasn't the sexual pass that frustrated me the most. What made me most frustrated was the fact that he tried to unalive me after it, when in reality, even though I was drugged, even though I was violated, I never thought that the next step would be my life being threatened because you got turned down. But it's that power complex of wanting what you want when you want it, feeling like you own the things that you pay.
Now, to Stefon Diggs' credit, this is all alleged, and he's never been arrested or never had charges pressed against him. The rumor is on Stefon Diggs' side that Chris Blake Griffin stole from him, and that's why the goons may have or may have not been sent to go get his money or get whatever he stole back from him. Now, the crazy part that's hitting the internet is that the girlfriend in the statement of Stefon Diggs allegedly reached out and left a voicemail saying, "Yo, it's not that big of a deal. Let's work things out." Now, we all know who is claiming to publicly be Stefon Diggs' girlfriend, who is at the majority of his home games, sitting in the booth with Robert Kraft, on the field after the games. That would be none other than Cardi B. And damn, this is a rough week for her. You see, I previously did a video yesterday of her coming to the internet regretfully saying, "Hey, look, man, what's done is done. I know my man wasn't with me on Christmas. He was with all other 3 of his baby mamas. It is what it is. I can't take the baby and shove it back inside of me. So please cut me some slack, fans. Y'all are stressing me out."
Y'all need to calm down. Y'all need to calm down. Is y'all cool? Y'all been dragging me for 3 or 4 days. I can't change. I can't go back in time. You know what I'm saying? I already had a baby. Y'all want me to put my baby back in my... Huh? I don't know. What y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to leave my man and yours? You want me to leave my man and just go and yours? I don't know. What y'all want me to do? What y'all want me to do? Don't be dragging me. It's enough. All right? It's enough. Leave me alone, though. Y'all scare me sometimes.
And now Cardi B is dealing with the fact that she may support domestic abuse with a man putting his hands and potentially choking out a woman. She's saying it's not that big of a deal. Now, let me first and foremost say that Stefon Diggs is innocent until proven guilty. We've seen plenty of money grabs. We have seen plenty of situations where people are falsely accused of putting their hands on other people, especially people who are of high value and high wealth. But when I see Stefon Diggs being accused of yet another assault, and usually when women don't press charges, but usually file that lawsuit, I become skeptical. But I become a little less skeptical when I see a woman actually ready to press charges and go on about an investigation. Then we have to look at Cardi B sideways, because she has a history too. She says she's been paying people to beat up people before she was even famous, when she was just a stripper in New York. She's also said that she used to drug and get men robbed. We've also seen that if you piss her off, she done paid people to go beat up girls in the strip club behind Offset, her husband. And then we've also seen that allegedly, and she beat this lawsuit, that she just gets violent and she beat up somebody who was recording her leaving her doctor's appointment. Now, while I understand that, it just seems like a violent pattern of history coming from her, a violent pattern of history coming from him. I gotta say, where there's smoke, it could possibly be fire. Twin, where have you been? Literally, they are made for each other. Now, according to Tom Pelissero, a journalist, the New England Patriots are aware of the accusations that have been made regarding Stefon Diggs. Stefon has informed the organization that he categorically denies the allegations. We support Stefon. We will continue to gather information and will cooperate fully with the appropriate authorities and the NFL as necessary. Out of respect for all parties involved, and given that this is an ongoing legal matter, we will have no further comment at this time. Hey man, when you are one of the best receivers on the team, this is the type of leeway that you get. You understand me? When you're not producing, you're out of here. If this was his brother, Trayvon, doing these types of things, he's out of here. They kicked him out for less today. But what I will say is, you have to worry now about after the season. I'm not sure if he's on a 1 or 2 year deal, but you will be considered, hey, do we need to sign this man? Is he more trouble than good? Because once you start having these type of incidents, people are going to reconsider having you as a employee, because you are now a liability. And as far as Cardi B, this is the bed that you continue to lie in. You gotta understand, is this man worth the trouble? I get it. Now your feelings are deeper involved because he is the father of your youngest child. But sometimes you gotta make sure you're making important decisions. You done already defended him against Chris Blake Griffin, and I understand that's a grown ass man. But now you're allegedly trying to cover up felonies that your boyfriend is doing. If he's putting his hands on people, you gotta understand he could possibly do that to me. This is a red flag. But that's just not my problem. And as far as the young lady who was allegedly assaulted, hey, if you were assaulted, you going about it the right way. Go to the police, go to the authorities, hit them with the charges, hit them with the lawsuit, sis. Get your compensation. He already ain't trying to pay you for your services. You can't be no cheap ass nigga. Pay me my money. Matter of fact, pay me my money 1,000 times over. That's just what it is. CTEO having that nigga? Possibly. I don't know. But hey man, I hate when these situations come out like this, man. Men allegedly hitting women. Men allegedly being targeted by women. Women asserting themselves in situations because that's they nigga. That's the nigga that's fucking them, even though the nigga may not be shit. Man, this is a mess, dog. Bad week for the Diggs family, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comments, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we out, baby.